Good afternoon guys and welcome to a new video. So as I mentioned in my previous video, I'm going to do a quick unboxing with you today for this new grinder from the Starseeker company. It's called AK74. As we did our previous videos about the Edge and the Edge Plus, we have seen almost everything about them in terms of the workflow and inside the grinder and the cleaning and using them for different types of purposes. We're going to do the same with this grinder, and in this video I'm going to do the quick unboxing with you. So the grinder came just like that. It came in another like brown box, cardboard box, but I removed it from the box because it had a lot of dust from the shipping. It came shipped with FedEx shipping company, and that's how the box looks like from the outside. I got the black color. It comes in 220 and 240 volts because this is the voltage in my area. It comes with a 250 watt motor and it weighs 6 kilograms. So I didn't open the box yet. I'm gonna open it with you now. So let's see together what's inside the box. I believe you know from the name of the grinder that it has a 74 millimeters burr, since it's called AK74, and it has like this horizontal look like the new DF83 and the Time War grinders. So that's the manual. Okay, and comes with a brush, just like the niche zero grinder and a lot of other grinders that come with the same brush. It's like a standard now. I believe there is also an Allen key here. It was on the side of the box. And this is the grinder. So it doesn't look big as I was expecting. I was expecting that it's a little bit bigger than this, but it looks nice. The metal dosing cup. Magnetically, it has a magnet on the bottom because it has to stick magnetically to the base of the grinder, and it's a little bit heavy. Yeah, it is heavy. So 6 kilograms. Okay, so there is like a bellow here. Yeah, that's a bellow. So this is the bellow that they put here in order to blow the remaining of the coffee. And this is the grinder. So let's put it on the table and remove the box. So this is how the grinder looks like. It's quite heavy, like very sturdy in place. It has like rubber feet, so it doesn't move when you put it on the table, doesn't shake, doesn't feel like it's a like, okay, good. So that's the magnet and the cup, and then we put the rubber bellow up. I think it has a way to put it, yeah. So there is like a groove here, so this part goes inside the hopper, and the hopper comes with a metal lid. So you put the metal lid like that, and then so this part doesn't seem to be very friendly. Okay, so I think the best way is to always put the lid on the bellow, and then you just put the cover of it itself. Okay, so the grinder comes with stepped adjustment, not stepless, and this was one of the questions I was asking about. Why is it stepped where everyone else is having stepless adjustment? And the answer was that every rotation has 1 millimeter, so it has 1000 microns, and it has 60 steps, so it's more or less around 16 microns per click. So it is very similar to the Easy Presso JX Pro. So I believe it's not that big of an issue, since it's only 16 microns per step. And I have yet to try to see what is the range that they're advising for espresso and other brewing methods. From the manual, they mentioned something like the first 10 steps are for espresso. I believe it might go a little bit higher depending on the dose and the basket used. So all the manual is in Chinese. I'm checking if there is English. Yeah, there is English. Yeah, there is English on the other side of it. So they say that the first 10 steps are for espresso, and then mocha is from 10 to 15, and then cupping is from 20 up to maybe 30, and then hand brewed coffee from 30 up to 40, and then fresh press up to 45. But usually these are just references. That's not a law that you have to always commit to. So this is the grinder. It has like a knocker on the chute to remove the remaining of the ground coffee, and also it has on the side it has this knob that you control the RPM and also the timer of the grinder with it. And on the back side there is an on and off switch. Just you keep it on all the time, and then you turn it on, and then you control the grinder from the side button. So when you click the button, this means that you're grinding the coffee, and when you move it left or right, this is to control the RPMs. So we're going to give it a try and see how it looks. But before doing that, I was just showing you how it looks from all the angles. So from the top part, there is only, let me show you. So from the top part, there is this metal anti-popcorning device that they put to make sure that the beans you're throwing are not going to jump out of the hopper. And the hopper is very small. It's just a very tiny hopper. I believe it can work well with the slow feeding as well. So you just put your beans, and then once you finish, you can just continue blowing the rest of your coffee. And the steps have a little bit of a nice feeling. I'll try to make you listen to it. See, it has also this indicator to tell you which step are you exactly on. And however, the numbers are ending at number 45, but yet number 45 is not the last number. Let me try to show you that. So however, it ends here at number 45, but I believe number 45 is not the last, so you can go beyond number 45. No, actually you can't go beyond number 45. This is a piece of information that I was not sure of. So it ends at number 45, so it has only 45 steps. So does that mean that the birds touch at number 0 or no? This is something that we have to test together. So this was just the initial impression about the grinder. I'll try to plug it right now into the electricity and show you how it sounds. So right now I just plugged it. When I turn it on from the back switch, first when I turn the electrical cord on, then this is how it looks. So this is an OLED screen on the knob. I'm not sure if it's touch or no. I think it's not touch, but when I move it left or right, it changes the RPMs. So it has all the way from, I think, 600 RPMs up to 1500. Yet I'm trying to understand how the timer will work. So it doesn't have a touch. This is how the grinder sounds. Okay, so it's set already to 20 seconds. If I click a long click, that give me, yeah, if you give it a long click, then you can change the timer up to what you need. So right now it's 20 seconds. I can make it 20.1. I can add whatever number of seconds I need. Okay, so let's keep it to 20. And then when you click back, so it's just like setting a normal hand or wristwatch. Okay, so right now this is set to the maximum RPM, and the knob is set to the 0. So if I go to number 5 and then, so that's how it sounds. If I make it a little bit slower, maybe something like 1000. So that's the slowest you can go for. Yet I didn't find the burst touch point. I'm not sure if we can reach that with the grinder or no. So that's the minimum step you can go for, which is 0. So, okay. So I think I can throw some beans in it and see what is the finest settings that it does go for. If it's just like that at number 0, and from there I can know if I need to do a little bit of modification, I mean like a change of the grind adjustment or no. So for that I'm going to use the slowest RPM, which is 600. I'll turn on the grinder, then I will add the beans. Or actually let's do, let's turn it on first, so that we don't get it to stay at the first use. And then add some beans, and that's the slowest speed. I mean, that's the slowest and also the finest. Okay. So the grinder got turned off because the 20 seconds are done. So I think I can increase that duration into something like 40 seconds or so to make sure that all the beans I put are all ground. Okay, so this is the finest. I think it's very fine. Yeah. And there's no remaining in the cup. This is a very fine settings, but not the finest. I mean, I can reach finer than that, of course, using the Edge and the Edge Plus. I'm yet to try if there is a way to change the settings of the grinder to make the finest point not this 0, to go further than that, or to remove the clicks or do something about it. I'll just open it up and see how things are going with it. So let's try something like number 5. Okay, so that's a 5. But first I want to change the number of seconds into something higher. So I'll have a long click here until I activate it, then I'll add more seconds. I like the colors of it, looks nice. Looks like the hand watch. Let's make it like 40 seconds, 50 seconds. I'm not sure even what is the maximum it can reach. And I believe 20 seconds is very little duration. So we can make it 59 seconds. Does it go beyond that? Okay, so that's it, can go, I think. Okay, fine, let's make it 60 seconds then, which is 1 minute. 60, then give it one fast click, then it saves. So it saves at 60 seconds now. I mean, let's do it at 1000 RPMs and see at 1000 RPMs and grind settings number 5 how well the range of the grinding will be. So I'll put the beans now and turn it on. Okay. Then when you click it on the side, you can switch it off. Fine. Let's put these ground coffee here and see. That's at number 5. So it's fine, but I think it's not the finest I would go for. I'd need finer than that, of course. So I want to see what is the filter range about it. So if I switch it all the way up to maybe something like 35. Yeah, let's make it at 35. Then let's add some coffee and see whether this is really going to be like a filter quality or not. So after knocking it, I wonder if there is remaining of coffee inside it or no. So let's give it a try and see. So I'll put the below, and so there's no coffee inside it. And because it has a built-in ionizer, so it's very clean. There is no messing around with the coffee. However, this is the first use of the grinder, just with you, just opening the box and trying it for the first time with you. So this is definitely a filter quality. So the ground coffee looks very nice. It doesn't look like there's lots of fines in it. Looks very consistent. I'm so excited to give it a try with filter coffee and see how it performs. However, I know that they also are working on another set of burrs that will also only be dedicated for filter coffee. So I'm looking forward to give it a try as well. But the coffee at 35 looks nice. So if I go for the maximum steps, which is 45, let's see what is the 45 will look like. I believe the grinder has more range, but it needs to be adjusted from the inside. Definitely it has. I believe it has more range. So let's put this coffee and see. Okay. So at this point, I believe there was nothing to knock. All the coffee came out already with grinding. So this is the coarsest settings I could achieve with the grinder out of the box. Yet lots of experimentation to happen and see whether we can go finer or coarser or no. But as a first impression, it looks promising. I just need to give it some tries with espresso and with filter coffee and see how it performs. So this is just the dial indicator. It has like a magnet, so you can remove it just simply like that. And then when we remove these screws, I think with the Allen key that came with it, then we can access the burr chamber and then we can check the burrs. So we'll open the grinder in the next video and give you some insight about it from the inside. And until then, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much and see you.